Hey, good morning, all guys. All ready? Everyone, whoever is watching, all traders rather. Let's put it out very simply. Um, if you can see this, both Nifty Bank and Sensex. I mean, Sensex. There's no signal, I guess. Let's only go with for now. Go with these two. So, since the screen size is also limited, and I'm operating it from a tablet. So basically, Nifty 50 and Nifty Bank both are on short side since yesterday. It's a carry forward trade, and during the carry forward trade, I can, our what have we taken? Let me check that. Our carry forward trade shows what Nifty it has taken 24,450 put, which is in profit, and Bank Nifty it has taken 57,800 put. So 24,400 put and 57,800 put, both have been taken, both are in profit. So as you can see, the market on a weekly candle, I've actually made this video some time back, formed a doji which exactly at the Fibonacci line. So my analysis was that it would actually be a sign of reversal till 23,780 odd if the market reverses from there. Okay. Good morning, every trader. Hi, all. So basically, what you are seeing the chart right now is of Nifty 50 and Nifty Bank. These are positional signals which have been generated. Both Nifty 50 and Nifty Bank both have been on. They have taken puts yesterday around 2:45 p.m. and we are holding those puts. In Nifty Bank we are holding it from 1:15 onwards. 57,800 put and 24,400 put have been taken by the system, and as of now we are in profit in those. Let me showcase that to you. This is a Nifty put. Around 2,197 is a profit running, which is 4,500, and Bank Nifty, I think, let me check that, we are in 538 rupees on a single lot. So basically, if you look at the entire strategy, how it works and everything, these signals are generated on my ski scalping indicator, which I have developed by myself. Okay, and signals are sent from that strategy, which are auto executed in Tradetron to my broker end. That's how it works. If you can, this is for the analysis part. Let me show you also how it works. My belief is that we are going to see a downside on Nifty 50 till 23,780 odd, or 23,800 we can call it, because if you look at, let me show you the weekly charts. Let me go down there. Let me create a new this one, because all are there. Let me create a new layout. Let's put it as analysis. Save. Okay. We'll put Nifty spot chart in that. And remove the volume indicator, which is not required. And let's do the simple analysis with no indicator, nothing over here. Okay, if you look at this chart closely, this is 1 hour chart. Let's go to 1 week. Okay, here in this chart, if you might have seen, see, we have the way you can draw your support lines, determine supports or resistances is very simple. I know many of you might be knowing it. It's fine if you are already aware. For people who are new, I'm just explaining this. See, this can be your resistance. Okay, let me make it right so that it is evident, and let me make the lines normal lines. This is your resistance point. Okay, let me put that as text there. Settings, resistance. This is on weekly chart resistance. Okay, so let's put it very clearly. Resistance, let's put it as weekly W resistance. Okay, so it says weekly resistance. Now let's look at the support. Where did you see the swing lows? You have to observe the swing lows and swing highs. See, and this also is important, is the weekly resistance, whichever you are seeing, 26,277 to 26,300. Okay, is basically a double top, which is interesting. Okay, this time if we ever go and touch that, then we are gonna break it, and if we get a closing above that, 99% of the time you are going to get a very good move on the upside. But until that breaks out, okay, it is a difficult one. Now let's look at the supports. Where are the supports? Okay, if you look at it, let me clone this. I don't clone. Okay, so if I go down here, this I can call it as support, because the last time it took support from here, or I can call this as support, which is 21,717, which is too far. But if you see that the area around here, let me first change the color of this line to green and rename this is weekly support. Okay, now this support is more valid because you can see that there are around, sorry, wait, there is around support. I mean, you can see the entire area around here has been the same support line which it supported here. We can assume this can be the weekly support as well, because that's the secondary support which we can call. Okay, now let me go to horizontal line there, and yeah, this I can make it 1 point and say this is secondary weekly support. Okay, basically when we look at it, 22,100. Okay, now will the market come down to here? Very difficult to say. Okay, do we have any other supports? Yes, these are weekly ones which we are calling. If you switch to 1 day, you will find some other resistance and supports. So the higher the time frame, the stronger the support and stronger the resistance. Lower the time frame, the resistance and the support will, the strength of those will decrease gradually as the time frame decreases. That's how you need to understand the market. Now let's see on the weekly support, as I was saying that, see, if I enlarge this, okay, if I can, I think just take it a notch higher. 1 second. Okay. Now I hope it is in sync, but not in sync, but that's fine. Okay, if you see this important doji, this is the one which is of importance. It now is, see, as the trend was going up from this particular point, we see it now. You can say this, sir, we see doji here as well, we see doji here as well. So which one should we consider? Okay, that's a very good question. That is where you will have to understand, where should I consider it? Okay, so if you take a swing high and a swing low, means the highest point of the swing is this, the lowest is this. Okay, the latest one I'm talking about. Go ahead and draw a Fibonacci. So let's say, and I pull it down till here. Done. Now this is very interesting. You'll have to understand which dojis to consider, which points are important, where can it happen. Once you have drawn, this is a weekly Fibonacci, which is every line in this is extremely important. Okay, very important. You cannot ignore, you cannot say that maybe it won't work. There is no chance. These are weekly ones that we are talking about. A 15-minute, a 5-minute may work, may not work, can fail. Those can be broken. But here in every line, during the weekly ones, it will act as support or resistance. Okay, keeping that in mind, now if you check it. Okay, this is the one where you see a doji. It touched the 61.8% line and it started retracing back. Many people on a lower time frame, ideally you can wait for a confirmation, which this weekly candle will confirm that we are getting into a downside trend now. But on a weekly time frame, you don't need to wait for confirmations. If you have a confirmation like a doji, which is a sign of indecisiveness, and it has touched the Fibonacci 61.8% line, 98% of the time you are sure the trend is going to reverse. Okay, so ideally for people who are investing, who can go on futures, not on options I would say, but on monthly options maybe, or ones who are taking long term options and futures, can actually keep a stop loss above 24,772 and go short in futures. And where would you keep your target? Many people do not understand that. So as I mentioned here, the second weekly support is a line which we thought, right? But as per Fibonacci, you'll have to respect certain lines in Fibonacci. Those are 61.8, 38.2, 0% and 100% and 50% likely. Okay, maybe your first target would be the 50%, which is 24,277, which it already touched today. Okay, which it has already, the first target is met. So your final target for this particular trade would be a 38.2%, primarily because the 38.2% line isn't broken so easily. It is a very strong support or a resistance in Fibonacci. So I will give my targets at 23,783, which is 23,800 I would say, approximately. I would close my trades once it reaches that level. Now, safe traders can actually book at 24,277. Wait to see on a lower time frame, on a daily basis, to see if we are getting a close below 24,277. Then they can re-enter with a stop loss above 24,500. Sorry, 24,400 odd. But people who are confident, who are not worried about, who are not so very, they can wait and hold loss, and they are going to go for big profits, can wait, can make their target as 23,800. Okay, this is how, on a weekly analysis, this is what you will need to keep in mind, and these lines have to be in effect. With that in mind, if you go down to the 1 day time frame, let's see what's happening there. Interesting. So, okay. See, the same resistance here, it formed 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It has nearly, this time it didn't touch, maybe this time 1, 2, 3 times it touched and failed and has come down. Now it was trying, but since this is this I would say is not a, it was trying to go, it made one high here, came down, second high again same parallel, third time came down, but here if you see from here, if you observe closely this one, it is forming a higher high formation, low, not high, lower high formation. And so if I draw, let me check that trend line again. Let me enlarge this. Let's draw a trend line on the lower highs that it is forming. Okay, interesting. So let's say I'll take this. Okay, yes, the second line didn't touch, the third one nearly touched, it's okay, it doesn't need to be 100% touching and everything, all that shit. It's just an approximation. So now if we look at it, it's very interesting here. We do already have a trend line support around this level. Okay, if the market does come down, okay, that is 23,800, 950 odd, and then we have a 23,800. So as I mentioned, though the trend line might be broken, if it touches 23,800, there's a good chance that the markets can take support here and reverse back and go up. But for now, it is very evident that the markets are trending downside. And if you look at it here on a day wise candles, it has the 12th August candle actually touched our 50%, and it immediately took support and went up. As you can see, there were a lot of people waiting here at this line, since they are aware that this is a very important Fibonacci. But then the selling pressure in the market is so huge. Again, it tried to come down, buyers again went up, but it hasn't. None of the candles have closed in green. Okay, this clearly indicates a strong selling pressure, which actually tells me that the moment 24,277 is broken, it is going to be crazy. The market is going to head straight down to 23,950 and 23,800. Okay, so if we get a closing below 23,277 at any stage on a daily candle, I'm talking about, you can enter with a stop loss above that candle, above the 24,300 level, and wait for the first target and second target to touch or break the Fibonacci line. Let's even call it here, which by 19th August I'm expecting this to happen, considering, let's see, we have holidays on 15th and 16th. Yeah, by Wednesday maximum it can happen, and 19th Wednesday, the next Wednesday, or the expiry day prior to that can be the, so prior day puts can be taken. Let's see, but this is the analysis. So we are heading towards 23,950, 23,800 are the first and second targets levels. Let me write that down. Do I have the text here anywhere? $23,950 by 19th August is expected. First target. Then we have this level of 23,800. Let's call it. I'll call it the final target, 23,800. So this is the analysis of sorry for the, there's a puja going on. Hold on. So 28. This is the analysis of my Nifty on 50 time frame nights on spot chart basically. Once see, this is how you can also do analysis. You don't need to depend on anyone. Okay. Now let's shift our focus. Let me save this. Let's see wherever we. Let me go back to my trades. So on position and swing trading intraday basis, there will be a lot of sound and noise. So keeping all that in mind also, it should not matter to us. The market is trying to bounce back from these support lines and all that. Okay, let's see. We'll wait. This is the analysis, guys. There's not much to say beyond this. I would hold on shorts till this expiry on 19th August. I will be holding shorts. As simple as that, irrespective of whatever happens in between. Okay. So let's see where we end up tomorrow. Probably today also we'll wait and watch. I will go down to open my intraday positions. I do also trade intraday. No signal has been generated yet, I guess. Yes, there's no signal on Nifty. That is fine with me, because market isn't clear as of now on intraday basis. The problem with the YouTube is that we need to keep on talking, and I don't understand what is there to talk more than, see, the analysis is done. What else do we keep on talking here? If the signal is generated, the trade will be taken. If it is a short, you will take a put. If it is a long signal, you will take a call. Simple. So what is there to keep on talking about? It is so difficult here. That's why I don't do live much nowadays. I get bored to keep on talking continuously, especially when the market is moving such slow rate. There's nothing to talk. I can't switch to 5 minutes or 15 minutes and get some trades which actually do not help anyone. So I don't believe in that. I follow my indicator very simply, which I built. If you need access, by the way, to the indicator, you can DM me. Put your trading view ID in the comments, and I can provide you 1 week of free access. Okay, that's up to you. And after that, it's a monthly subscription of 3,000 rupees per month. You can use this indicator. Basically, it's a strategy which is converted into an indicator to test on any asset, whether it is bank, nifty bank, anything in this world. You can do it on Bitcoin, you can do it on Ethereum, you can do it on XAU USD, you can do it on MCX Gold. Anything, it works. Yes, we'll have to keep that based on the time. Every asset will have a different time frame which works best for it. That way you'll have to determine. Because you can do that because you'll have a dashboard available there. I have closed the dashboard for now here. You can go into settings, click on dashboard, means it will show. So total PNL should be your figure which tells you which time frame has the highest profit. Okay, you can choose the time frame accordingly, and for that asset. But if you have further questions, if you are seriously trading on any asset and you want to use this indicator for that, let me know the asset name and the time frame and what are you trading on that, futures, options, whatever. So based on that, I will give you the time frame as well. So on intraday basis, as you can see, there is no signal generated as of now. Let me save this layout. We'll wait to see if any signal is generated. Okay, by the way, this I am using only for education purposes as a demonstration for you to understand the markets, how they behave and learn from it. And my trades which I will be demonstrating are also not live trades, they are paper trades only for execution and demo purpose. Of course, can they be replicated? 100% they can be replicated. I have tested that. There is no slippages or all that shit that people talk about. There is nothing that happens with index options. You will have slippages or anything only in options buying if it is stocks options, but not index options. Okay, please note that I speak from my 15 years of experience. Okay, so whatever is showing on paper trade, 99% will match your live trades. Do not worry about your slippages, as many people have that fear. So once a signal is generated, I'll show you. The moment the signal gets generated, it will auto execute here in TradeTron. My positional trades are running for now. As you can see, Nifty positional is at a profit of 3,000, 4,000 odd. For the Bank Nifty is at a loss, 660 rupees. So 386 overall. Fine. They are the only positions which are running. There are gold Guinea is actually live. We are also have live. I'll show that for you. It will be easier. Okay. So basically, this is a live trade that's happening with Gold Guinea. They are in a decent profit of $2,221 rupees. Sorry. Okay, and these are some of paper trades running. Okay. So if you, I'm just showcasing that. I'll show you that gold trade which is running, since we have a trade running there. It's on a 1 hour candle that we do this. So if you see here, the short signal has been generated on 11th August at 11 o'clock. Okay, we are holding the trade from then till now. Okay, so that's how it works out, guys. I'll go into mute. I'll put back the screen of Bank Nifty intraday. If any signal is generated, I'll come back and try to speak. Okay, until then we'll wait and see what happens.